calculations behind the simple waterfall chart, and we will just try to make that in Tableau. Then waterfall chart colored by segment. As last week we have discussed more about waterfall chart, I thought it would make sense if we learn like how to make that as well. And the waterfall chart colored by segment, like already we saw in the last week site in Google. And at last we will just try to find like analysis behind a feature in e-commerce sites. So what is that and how do we do that tab? So all these three we will try to learn today. This is the objective. So yes. So simple waterfall chart, as we have discussed already. Here in this visualization across the time period, how the sales has been, and yeah. So what are the steps involved? If we look back into this, we can just see there was a running sum behind the metric whichever you want to create. That's represented by this black line, and the metric which is below, that's the particular, like for the particular month, what is the sales or profit, that's the blue color indicate. These are the two steps involved. So first one is running sum of a metric, which will be the black line, and additive inverse of the metric in size, that represent this blue. I will just explain why the additive inverse in more detail while making in tab. Yeah. So as usual, we are connecting to the sample superstore data, and yes. So whatever metric you want to show the Gantt waterfall chart across the sales or profit, whatever the metric, just here we'll try to show the waterfall chart among the sales and the order date. So just I'm putting order date into columns, month of order date. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Month, then some sales. Convert this into Gantt chart, and instead of sum of sales, we will just add a quick table calculation and running total. So now we got the black head whichever you want, and in second step I mentioned like we have to put the sum sales in size but additive inverse. Why? Because we'll also do a dual axis, and this one we'll change the color black and increase the size to 4. So why we have to just add the negative additive inverse in size? Because already if you see here the sales is like from 0 to 14,237, but currently if you view the visualization here or somewhere, what's happening is the sales, the sum sales is added just above the line whichever we wanted. So what we have to do, if we add the additive inverse, why we have to do that is so that we will just get below the line whichever we add. Just remove the size, then color to black, and increase the size. Now just do the real add. So now you see currently like the black line represents the running total, and the blue represents the additive inverse whichever we added. Even if you see in tooltip, it's like minus 55,691. This is because here our objective is to get the sales below the line. So in order to get that, we have to add the negative, like additive inverse of the metric whichever we would like to show. In that way, we will get below the line, and it makes sense. Add just the sum of sales. What happens here is the sum of sales will come, but it will be showing just above the black line, like whichever we added, which is not correct. So in order to get rid of this, we'll just add additive inverse, just negative of sum sales, whatever we have done. So this is the first waterfall chart. Any doubts?
No.
Okay. So if you do bit more formatting, then it looks. Okay. Synchronize that. So it currency custom, and there is no need of text notes also. We'll just try to. So yeah. Next we will just see like how to show the sum of sales across the sum of sales or profit across the segment. So first, as same, like maybe we can duplicate the same and work on. So as usual, like we have shown the sales and we got the simple waterfall chart. To add the segment into picture, just pull the segment. So what it happens here is maybe if we convert this to duplicate as cross tab, running, we'll remove the sales and we'll just do the sales index. And if you see here, the segment, it's not at all considering. For each segment, if you see 6928 is in Jan 28, it's just adding up the 3618 and it's showing for each month. So currently the table calculation is happening only across the month, but not across the segment. So in order to ensure that the calculation happens across segment as well, what we have to do is like just go here and edit table calculation. If you select specific dimension and if you select segment, you can make sure like here the total sales is like 14,231 across the Jan 2020. And if you directly look consumer February, what out the total 14,237, along with this like $3,168. This is also getting adding up, and the table calculation is starting from here and it goes down then across. So earlier what it was happening is it was not considering the segment, only across the odd date it was just taking the running sum of the sales. But once we selected table segment, so that ensures that take segment also into account. So in this way we can just will be able to neglect the gap in between each bars. So whatever we have done there, we'll do the same here. So edit table calculation, specific dimension and segment. Yeah, so now we got the running waterfall chart for the sales, but it's like even colored by segment. For better view, we'll just pull the month to filter and we'll just filter it and show only the last 2 years. Yeah. So this is how we show. The catch here is once you pull the metric, like whichever you like to show it by color, you have to make sure the table calculation even consider those segments as well. That's the catch here. So yeah, these two, then we will quickly move on to the next one. So analysts behind a feature in e-commerce site. So yeah, we all of us, we will have like experience in purchasing e-commerce site. Can anyone just say some interesting feature what they have found while purchasing?
One thing in e-commerce site is like when you're trying to purchase a product for the first time, it will also show obviously the rating and all. It will be helpful, reviews, etc. Other thing is like if there are any byproducts, products that were purchased along with that product, it will also recommend that. So I think those two are are also a little bit helpful from my end.
So they are not physically available. We can get a more number of varieties actually, so we can see the number of products.
Okay. So yeah, as like said, it was brought together. Whichever side we go, we just get a chance to see like what all what along with this. It not only helps in user point of view, even like being the owner, they'll be able to give some discounts or something when bought together. In this way, they can increase the sales as well. So, what's the analysis began frequently bought together? Any idea?
They do something like this market basket analysis, right, to come up with the recommendations.
Yeah, got this. Yeah. So we'll just see like how to do the market basket analysis in Tableau. So for that, we have to just do a self join with orders only. In that, on order ID is equal to order ID. And next subcategory. Not subcategory. We'll give not equal to at last. I will justify like what we have done. So subcategory one on those, subcategory on orders. Then we have order. Okay, you can even make it like so currently it seems like binders those are bound together. I have given there for subcategory not equal to, because here we are interested in like not we are interested in basket analysis, and we are just trying to explore whatever is brought together. So in order to get that, if you give not equal to, it will show all others except the one on same. For example, someone would have bought only accessories, so all those will be removed, and it will show us like only the items which are bought together. Adding going further step, it's like symmetric, and if we get a chance to look at any one, that will be fine. In order to remove the symmetric part, instead of giving greater not equal to, you will give just less than. So in that case, here now we got like only what is desired and expected, and now we can just analyze like which one is bought together. If you see here papers and binders, then next if you see 198 furnishings and binders, these are bought together. This is not only limited to order ID or something. Even if you would like to view the sales, then even this case also we can just papers and chats, those contribute to the more amount of sales. Like that we can analyze. And adding to next step, if you want to make it more interactive, just we can play with parameters and parameter control. Just if we have an option for sales, profit, all those on once, if you select the parameter based on that heat map or this chart will change. We'll just also try to explore how to make it. So create parameter number list maybe. So 2, 3, maybe one for sales, one for profit, and the other one for what else? Sales, profit. Okay, order ID, number of orders. Okay. So parameter. So we have to create a calculator. Create calculator. Parameter 3 equal to 1. Then show me the sum of cells. Sum is equal to, then show me sum of profit. See, then found this thing dotted. Again. Okay, just pull the calculation onto text, remove this, and also pull the calculation onto color. So yes, so now whichever is loss and profit, everything we can just be able to analyze. So these are the things I had for today.